Welcome back to another episode of the Bedrock Guide. If you missed the last episode, we built this monstrosity. This is our gold farm, and it is not 100% complete yet. It is fully functional, all except for this area right down here. We don't have any way to get rid of these guys except for manual removal, so that's going to be our main project for today. But before we get into our project, we have this thing right here. Recently, Prowl submitted a guidebook challenge to me, and it says you must raid a treasure bastion without dying. It cannot be the bastion that I already raided. Well, let's see how this goes. We're gonna head over this way about 700 blocks on the negative axis of both the X and Z coordinate. I've already pre-scouted out a treasure bastion, and we're gonna go raid this really quick and hopefully come out of it alive. Well, I got all the way out here and realized I forgot an arrow. And yoink. And there it is, folks. That is the treasure bastion that we are going to raid today. We have actually set up camp right over here because we need to get prepared before we go in there. Piglins get very, very angry when you try to open chests or even like pick them up. So we took care of everything that we need over here just so we don't anger those piglins. And one other thing, I have swapped out my diamond helmet for a gold helmet because if we encounter the regular piglins inside the bastion, they should walk right on by us as long as we aren't doing a couple of key things that we'll talk about once we get in there. But the piglin brutes that carry the axes around, they look a little bit different too. They don't care if you're carrying gold or wearing gold. They're just going to attack you on sight. So we're going to try to avoid them as much as possible. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and drink a fire resistance potion because you can already see there's a lot of lava over there, and a strength potion just to give us a little bit of an edge over our foes. And we're going to toss this hopper back on the hotbar. That's going to come in here in just a minute. We're going to start from the top down and see what we can get. We will make sure to tackle both of these towers. So once we get to the bottom of this one, we will go back up. Yep, there we go already. Let's toss on our chest plate. This guy's going to get mad. They don't care that we're wearing gold armor. We're just going to try to take them out really quick. And they do pack a bit of a punch, so just make sure you've got some good protection. Now, the question is, are the rest of the piglins around here angry at us now because we've made them mad? I hear snorting. Okay, we're okay for the moment. There are no piglins around here right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly open this chest. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. We'll go ahead and take some of these things out. Crying obsidian is great to have. I'm going to take the gilded blackstone, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the rest of this. We don't need any more arrows. We have our one. It is a bit of a maze through here, so I am going to start placing some torches down just so I know that I've been certain places throughout the bastion. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it looks like we're at the bottom of this tower, and now we're getting into kind of the lower portions, which we don't want to go into just yet, but we will pick that up. Let's toss on the elytra. We'll fly back up to the top on the opposite tower, and we'll go down through there and see what we can find. Oh, there's a gold block right here. These things are hidden throughout the bastion as well, so if you come across one, you go ahead and just take it. Oh boy. Okay, steer clear of the edges as well if you're gonna fight these guys, because they are quite vicious. They will knock you back, and you don't want to go falling down into that stuff right there. Okay, we've got a couple of chests. We'll take that, and soul speed. That's what we want right there. Let's take that. Okay, it does look like we've explored both towers pretty sufficiently. Nothing too crazy. The soul speed is actually the thing that I'm most excited about, but we do have a little walkway here that does lead over onto this other side, and this is the area we are most interested in. So we're gonna go ahead and take all of this gold. Who saw that? Anybody see that? They sound angry. Hello? Hello? Yeah, they're mad at me. So we're gonna try to make sure these guys are not aggro here for just a minute. We're actually gonna go try to get this chest and hope that nobody else is around. Oh, Prowl's here. Why is Prowl here? And in typical Blue Jay fashion, I forgot to bring a shield. Why do I never bring a shield to these types of things? Seeing Prowl just now reminded me I probably should have brought one. But you know what? The goal is to survive, not to survive with a shield. Although that would make it easier. Let's keep going. Okay, so the reason why we brought this hopper is because piglins get very angry when you try to open or break a chest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a hopper and place it directly underneath this chest right here so we can siphon everything that is inside of that chest. Now, we may sort through it and toss some things on the ground that we might not want to take with us, like these arrows. They're really not all that important, but hey, gold. We'll take gold. We'll take obsidian, and boom. Toss those on the ground. So now we can break our hopper and continue on about our business. The goal is to kind of sneak in and out of these things unnoticed. It's not going to go perfectly because the piglin brutes do get aggro at you anyway. Uh-oh. That's why you have feather falling on. Oh gosh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Okay, so watch out for ledges. It's dangerous. So now we've got a whole crew after us. We've got guys with crossbows. Again, protection, protection, protection. If you don't bring a shield and you don't have protection, you're going to get blasted into oblivion pretty quick. We're going to use our bow and arrow to take some of these guys out because, hello, don't sneak up behind me. We're going to take some of these guys out, thin the herd a little, and hopefully we'll be able to sneak down there and get some more of that precious loot. Now, you may not have noticed yet, there is that thing right there. That is a mob spawner that spawns magma cubes. Once we get in range of that thing, magma cubes are going to come swarming. So we got to be very careful there as well. Basically, this place is really dangerous, but you know what? I died to the wither 5 times. I think we'll be okay here. These guys aren't anywhere near as scary as the wither. We'll take them out. So I'm just going to hop on over. Ouch. 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 Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. They're very hard to see when they bounce in the lava, okay? Come on up here. Come on up here. Okay, so you know what? We're going to break the golden rule, and we're going to break the spawner, because I really don't care. There's no reason for us to come back over here. There are plenty of other treasure bastions around. Y'all are freaking out in the comment section right now. I just know it. You're all freaking out. One Minecraft YouTuber breaks a mob spawner and everybody loses their mind. Okay, so really quickly, before we attract the attention of any other piglins, because I don't see any around, but I do hear them. They're very mad now. We're just going to quickly raid this stuff right here. Take it. And yes, please. Yes, please. Ancient debris. Thank you very much. I'll take that. And honestly, you know, we only used the siphon trick one time. We probably could have used it more. But you know what? We survived. We're going to explore just a little bit more of the bastion to see if there's anything else, and then we're out of here. Challenge accepted and challenge completed. Honestly, guys, this is not too crazy difficult. If you've got decent armor, then you should be all right. If you're a little bit more nervous about fighting against mobs and stuff, bring a shield. It's probably a good idea. I probably should have done it myself. But you know what? We got out of here in one piece. Ignore these emeralds and diamonds. The rest of this stuff is loot we found in the treasure bastion. We've got some magma cream, some crying obsidian, regular obsidian, some gilded blackstone, some bone blocks, soul speed 3. I believe that's our first soul speed book. First of many, because we're going to build a bartering farm. We've got blocks of gold, some polished and cracked blackstone, some basalt, blackstone stairs, gold nuggets, ancient debris, not bad to have more of that stuff, and some more polished blackstone bricks, and 15 mushrooms. So yeah, we got some pretty decent loot from that. Not too bad. We're gonna head back home now and get going on our piglin gold farm, Trident Killer. Okay, we are back from our bastion raid and flying into our little room here that we've actually made a little bit larger than it was in the last episode. If you missed that one, we built a gold farm. Go check it out. But we are going to be working on the Trident Killer now. And this little area right here down below, we're going to put some storage. And that's going to be temporary because eventually this room is going to look a lot better than it does. It's not just going to be a box with stone and granite and some coal. Some other things. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piston and place one down right here. And then one right here. And then one right here. And then one right here. Once we have the redstone hooked up to this, what this is going to do is push this trident around after we throw it, of course, it will push it around in a square over and over and over and over and over. This is an exclusive feature to the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. This does not work on Java, so if you're watching from the Java community, hit up your devs to make this work on your version, because it doesn't. 100% exclusive, it will push this trident around and cause damage to the piglins that drop from above. Then what we're going to do is take out all of the blocks on the edges of this trident killer area, except for the ones that are underneath the piston. We'll leave those there. And then in each of the four corners, we're going to place a rail here, a rail there, a rail there, and a rail there. Then we're going to make sure that our observers are facing the rails, so when they detect a change of state with these rails becoming powered, they will fire a signal out the back, power this block, power that piston, and then power this rail and continue on around the circle. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that, and that. So nothing has happened yet. We'll grab a lever temporarily and place this down right here and power that. And since this rail is still powered, it has not technically changed state yet. When we turn this off, check it out. 3, 2, 1, go. And it'll just continue on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Once you throw this in here, the durability that it has on it will stay exactly the same forever. Just because it's flying around and hitting mobs means nothing. This will never break. So this is a great way to get XP and tons of loot just by standing here and doing nothing. The other thing that we're going to want to make sure to do is go ahead and place blocks all the way around these pistons as well. Then we also want to have blocks all the way around these pistons as well, because if we don't have the corners here, the baby zombie piglins will glitch through the sides, thanks to Prowl for pointing that out to me, and they'll just kind of fly out into the room, and because they're getting hit with a trident, they're going to be aggro at us and start chasing us down. So blocks in the corners will keep those guys nice and secure. So then we can go ahead and just seal this off. We can actually stand right here and collect XP while it is taking out all of the zombie piglins and dropping everything through the floor. We'll show you how that works here in just a second, but we need to go ahead and put a trapdoor right here just to keep the baby zombified piglins inside the trap. We don't want them coming out. Okay, we've got some storage going on here. We have a total of 48 double chests packed into this tiny little space. One hopper right here that goes off to fill these, one hopper right here that goes off to fill these, and then one here that fills that side and that side of the back wall. This is temporary storage, but we needed to make enough that this thing wouldn't fill up in about 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and place down a hopper minecart right there and watch it roll off to the side. Okay, let's try that again. We're gonna place a solid block there, and then we're gonna place our hopper minecart right there. And this is the fun part. We're gonna try to get this thing centered in these hoppers, which means we're probably gonna have to break some of this. That's going in, that's going in, that's going in, and that's not going in. Oh, it's out of items. Let's try again. And that's going in. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the minecart centered right here. And it's very, very finicky, so don't touch it once you've got it in place. And we've basically destroyed this entire Trident Killer, and we're gonna rebuild it. We've rebuilt the Trident Killer, and we've got our storage in place. The hopper minecart is sitting right below that Trident Killer, so it should drop all the items into our storage. I'm ready to give this thing a test. At some point, we're going to hook up this lever to the gold farm itself so that we don't have to go here and there to flip two levers to get this thing to work. It's going to tie together, but that won't be today because I want to wait until we actually get this room designed before I figure out where the redstone is going to go for that. I don't want to have to build it twice, essentially. Let's hop on up to our gold farm. So here we go. Our big test in 3, 2, 1. Boom! And as expected, we've got all sorts of zombie piglins spawn in there. We're gonna go down here below and turn on the Trident Killer because they're already hanging out here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh no! What good is a Trident Killer without a trident in it? Man, oh man, you guys are getting the bloopers. One moment. And go! Hey, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. All right, let's go down here and check out what we've got so far, especially with the first test there. Nice. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Another thing to keep in mind as well is if you're going to stand here with a looting sword, because the way the trident killers work is they actually react to the person that threw them as if you are doing the killing yourself. So if you stand here with a looting sword while your trident is taking these guys out, you're going to get absolutely more materials than you would if you were not standing here with looting. Look at all of this XP coming in too, guys. This is absolutely the second fastest form of XP on the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. I say second fastest because I still think cheaty XP furnaces are way faster. But yeah, you know, you never know. We'll have to see. This is nuts, dude. This is so good. Okay, here we go. Let's go down here and check out the storage. It's filled with swords. Absolutely nuts. We got a decent amount of nuggets. Not too much in the way of ingots just yet. We got a pretty decent amount of nuggets, and we can convert all of those into ingots as well, which is going to be fuel for our bartering farm. And eventually we'll probably smelt this stuff down as well, or we might just toss it into lava. I'm not exactly sure yet. One thing I don't think that I mentioned during the tutorial video for this gold farm is that if you leave these portals lit, over time, they will actually still spit out some pigmen from time to time. It's much slower, but you can still get pigmen if you don't tick the portals. The last thing that I want to do today is take these hoppers and go over to our dispensers. We're going to place this hopper right there so that it feeds into that dispenser. This is the dispenser that has all of the flint and steel, and we're just going to run this all the way up to the top. And we'll repeat the same thing for all 4 dispensers that hold the flint and steel. We don't need this for the water bucket because the water buckets are infinite sources. And then on top of each of these hoppers, we're going to place a yellow shulker right there and right there, and right there and right there. And then we're going to go ahead and take some glass and just fill in this top section of the portal. Basically, I just want a way that we can look down on the farm and run across the top easily to get from side to side. Our glass ceiling is complete, and we're going to come over here to our shulkers and just start tossing in some flint and steel. We're going to do a full row of each at a time, just so it's all evenly spread. 1 full row of 9 flint and steel will actually refill the dispenser completely, so that's why we're doing a row at a time. This is definitely an egg, not a sign. Egg. And what's this? Mending rules, Westy 2020. Lies. Westy wanted me to give you a present, the best present one could ever ask for. Lots of mending bows. Also, it wasn't me. Okay, just 1 second. Mending, 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 mending. Mend that, Prowl. But guys, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Bedrock Guide, and I hope you learned a little something as well about trident killers and maybe a little something about bastion raiding as well. If you did in fact enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment to let me know exactly what you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any more Bedrock Guide content like this. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the near future that you're not going to want to miss out on, so click that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. But thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you in the next one.